Oh yeah, welcome back. Today's the day you're going to see all the cards for the Weiss Schwarz release of Goddess of Victory Nikke. That will be at the end of the video. If you want to see that, just get right to it. But before I get there, there's going to be some information you need to know about this set. Now, this comes out on Japanese Weiss Schwarz December 13th, 2024. English side April 18th, 2025. I stress this because some people are going to see the art of these cards and gonna be like, I need it now. And if you want the English version, you just got to wait 4 months to get it. But it's your choice what you do with your budget. Inside of the booster box, 289 cards, 115 normal, 174 parallel. There is one AGR autograph serial number for Lapi, 5 SEC plus, which are signed, 4 triple rare plus, which are fancy versions of triple rares, 9 super specials, and that's going to be stamps, no signatures, 40 SPs, which are signed. You're going to see 15 triple rares, which are the less fancy version, and 100 super rares. There's also 12 double rares in this set. Now, how do I know this is going to be an amazing set? Well, Weiss Schwarz did something special. You take a look out here on their website, you could see this is the normal what you got, right? Everything else looks like that. What happens when you click on it? Some people have not seen it yet. I am not a fan because it actually it's harder to find information. But as you see here, this they made it Nikke-esque, as you could see down below. Take a look, trial deck, booster packs, and the neat part here is the trial deck. If I just click on here, you can see what happens. They have a special version button. You can click on that and bam, there you go. There is your signature. And same thing down below. If I go here to the booster pack, take a look, special version, voila. Isn't that very pretty? And it just shows how much effort they put into this release. Makes you wonder what they think is going to happen with this. I know there's going to be a ton of sales, a lot of FOMO. Again, it comes out in English in April. There you go. That's your warning. Now, here is your AGR. Why I put the one on the right as obvious that is not Nikke, it's going to be ReZero your RAM. You can see on the top is your serial number, which is blocked out by a sleeve. You could see the amazing foiling. You could see the signature on there by hand. And now on the left is your sample version. You don't see the signature on there. You have the serial number in the top left, but it's hard to tell right with a sample how amazing it is. So that's why I put the ReZero in there. Now, if you're wondering, you did the math on what I said earlier about how many cards are in the set. That means there are going to be cards that have multiple versions. As in the very first card, it has a double rare, it has an SR, it has an SP, and it has an SSP. And the cool part, at the very least, is you see alternate art being used. So the SP signed, SSP is stamped. Now, moving on to this one. This one's amazing because you have your SEC plus on the right side, which is signed. You have your SP in the middle, and on your left is your super rare. So, people, make sure you budget very, very wisely if you want to pick it up in English because you see it now, right? I don't know about you, but I'm going to be pretty certain there's going to be really expensive cards, and it gives you a bit of time to save up before that actually happens. But if you want some of the cheaper cards, normally you can find cheaper cards in Japanese. So if you don't care about English whatsoever, that's probably the direction I would send you. Now take a look at this one. On your left is your climax rare. On your right, triple rare. I love the alternate art that we got going on here. It's going to be nice. It's going to be foil. I mean, just look at the waves. Look at the clouds. Freaking nice. Yeah, just look at the foam from the ocean coming up. It's pretty nice. And then you have this one, your climax rare on the left, and there's going to be your fancy triple rare plus on the right. You could obviously see the differences between the regular climax and the triple rare. So you take a look at that and take a look at this. Text box, no text box, gonna be amazing. Now moving on, here are your promo cards. This you have to buy 3 boxes, 3 booster boxes to get this PR pack, which some on Twitter or X have been saying has been a problem because they were only able to pre-order 1 box from a store. They're like, how am I supposed to get this one? I only can get one. So just make sure if you purchase through somebody, if they get the PR packs, you probably want to get these, especially since they're, holographic. This things look really nice. I compared it to Union Arena. Union Arena had a text box that completely blocked this. You could see the text box isn't really there. You could see quite a deal here. Yep. So trial deck, anyways, 49 cards, 22 normal, 27 parallel. Pretty straightforward. We got 5 SP, which are signed, 21 triple rares, and your normal 1 SR. Inside of a trial deck, you will find at least 1 triple rare or an SP. Normally, since they're SPs, right, I don't actually have this officially, but normally you would see 2 SPs inside of a case of 48. So thinking about 5 SPs, if you wanted them all and you wanted to open it yourself, on average, you'd have to open 3 cases. And that's not saying if you end up with any sort of duplicates, right? Now, taking a look at this, I want to show you this just one more time. I know you saw the SP earlier from the website, but what you got here is your triple rare on the left, and on your right is the SP. You can see it by the signature. You see the different art on there. I am not a fan still of like the same picture on the left, right? Like a more like a mirage or silhouette or whatever you call that. Just not a fan. I wish they do something with the background. Now over here, same thing, trial deck SP, but the thing is they use the same art. I wish they would use a different one. But you know what? There's a lot of different alternate arts inside of the set. So if you have a few of these, okay, but I want to point out not every one of these signatures has a different art. On the English side, I keep telling you that it is coming out, but I did a video not too long ago. You can see here, Weiss Schwarz Goddess of Victory Nikke pre-orders open, no autograph card. On the English side, there apparently is 1 card missing. I told you before on the Japanese side, 174 parallels. On the English website, they only have 173. That could be a mistake. Maybe they forgot that there was an AGR and they didn't update the total, right? It could have been a prior number and they just didn't update it. But it could also mean the AGR isn't in there. So if you want a chance at the AGR, you might have to buy the Japanese version. We don't know that for sure, right? The English side could update it, but check out that video, see what I'm talking about. Also, I did another video about where you can pre-order. If you have any questions about pre-ordering, please watch that video first and then contact me if you still are needing a place to pre-order from, okay? Outside of all that, remember, you can leave a message down below in the video or look in my description on how else you can reach me. But I will say, please, even though you're going to see these cards and you may want to FOMO into it, just remember, what would you rather have? Would you rather have an English card or a Japanese card? And take it from there on what you want to do. But come in with a plan, especially with all these other sets coming out here. So as always, have fun, be happy, and don't spend anything outside of your budget. Enjoy the card show.